Hey everybody, I'm Alderman Andre Vasquez of Chicago's 40th Ward. Some of y'all who grew up with me may know me as Prime. I'm reaching out because we're getting word about rumors and really increased tensions between members of the Black and Latinx communities in Chicago. We see incidents where certain individuals are threatening people based on racial lines. And so I wanted to make sure that I spoke to the city and to anybody that I knew and have grown up in Chicago, in the streets of Chicago, to ask for you all to help. That what we all know is that no one in our society has had it worse than our Black community. We're talking about folks who have been assaulted by laws that have segregated our city, that have kept people under, that have disinvested in the communities that they live in for generations, and have really done their best to try to break a community that we know law enforcement and individuals who call themselves police but truly are racist with badges have assaulted, beaten, and killed Black people for generations as well, and that our city has a history of torture sites, of murders like those of Laquan McDonald and Rekia Boyd, and that we have a lot to account for. I know growing up in my life, even as a member of the Latino Latinx community, people would look at me differently because my friends were African American, and I grew up in the hip hop community, which is the one that I identify with as well. And I would hear racist statements about why I'm hanging out with them. I knew then it was wrong. I know now that it's wrong. So I categorically condemn any and all acts, gestures, or even comments of violence towards anyone, but especially those of members of the Latinx community that have been aimed towards any members of the Black community. We know that we live in a system that has worked to divide us over generations, while the wealthy serve to profit time and time again, knowing that if we don't come together, we won't be able to hold our government accountable, we won't be able to hold police accountable, and we'll find ourselves fighting again and divided. This is a moment where I think we all recognize where these problems stem from and where we have to work together to solve them. I know tensions are high. I know individuals, especially out in the Chicago summer heat right now, that everything is on edge because all of us have been under stay-at-home order for 2 months, with members of our community who have lost their jobs, who've had no income, who haven't been able to pay rent, who can't been able to put food on the table. There was already high levels of tension because of the enormous inequity of our segregated city. I think about leaders like Harold Washington who worked to build coalitions, and that is what inspired me to run for office after all my time just being a city street kid. So I ask you all to come together with me, all of y'all who know me, and talk to everyone that you know, so that together we can just calm the tensions down and breathe, because we need each other to make it through this. So I just wanted to say that and ask y'all that if you need any help from me, totally feel free to reach out. My number is 773-999-3313. Anywhere in the city, if you need to reach out to me or need me to speak to anyone so that we can help really bring the peace and lower tension, please do so. All right? Just know that I'm with you, that I love y'all. We are one community and we need each other in this moment. But I feel confident that together we will figure that out. I just want to make sure that I said that. So stay safe, stay home. Let's save lives and make it out the other side of this together.